Hi, I'm Debbie the Wine Lady, and we're doing another one in our series called Wine Survival Training. Okay, what's up tonight? Well, tonight we are doing wine wars. You say, what do you mean wars? Okay, on television there's all kinds of crazy wars. We have cupcake wars, we have parking meter wars, so I figure we can have wine wars. What we're pitting against each other tonight are wines, similar wines from different countries of the wine world. We're going to decide which one measures up, which one wins, which one loses, whatever. Okay, what do I have tonight? I have two red wines, one from France and one from Spain. The French wine is from the Côte d'Aron. That's from southern France. It's called Sol d'Acantalis. It's from the 2009 vintage. Beside it, I have a wine from Spain, also from the 2009 vintage. This one's called Borsal. What do these two things have in common? Aha! They are both made from the Grenache grape. The Spanish one, you can see it's right on the label. They call it Garnacha in Spain. The French Southern Rhones are typically made mostly from Grenache, sometimes with a little bit of Syrah and maybe Zanzo and a few other things blended with it. But what we're going to do today is pour both of these wines, taste them, talk about them, compare them, see what we think of these wines from different countries. Okay, I'm going to take the French wine, pour it in one glass. You notice I've got nice big tasting glasses here. None of that inky-dinky stuff. We're going to use a nice big glass to let all the flavors and aromas do their magic. Okay, French on the left, Spanish on the right. Let's do our swirling. We have to do that to get the aromas and flavors released. Let me stick my nose in this French one first. Okay, there's not a ton of overt fruitiness, but there's a nice kind of maybe kind of a little bit of nice, elegant dark berries. The Spanish, okay, that hits me with a lot more kind of sweet fruit. I get like almost sweet cherry cola fruit from the Spanish one. More intensity of fruit, more richness in the nose. But what about how they taste? On the palate, let me go with the French one first. Notice how I'm noisy when I taste it? I kind of let all those flavors get all swirled around in my mouth so I can appreciate them. Okay, that's got some nice delicate fruit. It's not hugely rich up front. There's a little bit of acid. Let's try the Spanish beside it. Okay, more richness, more pepper and spice. There's definitely more of what wine people call upfront fruit. What the heck does that mean? It means that there's fruit flavors, there's rich flavors that hit you right as soon as you put the wine in your mouth. It makes it a wine that's got more deliciousness to it. The French wine with less of that upfront fruit would be a wine that we would call more of a food wine, i.e. the flavors aren't so distinct and powerful in themselves that they would mask the flavors of the food that you put with it. But both of these, especially the Spanish, I gotta tell you, I love Spanish reds, and one reason is that while they have a fair bit of upfront fruit, they also have a great acid balance. I picked these two wines tonight for my wine wars. I gotta tell you, selfishly I picked them because we were making a red sauce dish tonight, and I just knew that the acid in these wines, especially the Spanish one, would be a really good foil against the acid in a tomato sauce. So, wine wars, what do I think? Do I have a winner? Well, for me, I gotta tell you, the Spanish gives me everything I want. It's got bold fruit. It's also got acid, which balances that. It's got pepper. It's got spice, a little bit of licorice. The French is much more subtle. It is probably lower in alcohol. It's a nice wine. And you know, with a piece of cheese, it would probably be just great. But for my money, the Spanish wins. Now, like all wars, guess what? No one really wins a war, do they? So what have we gotten out of this experience tonight? What we've gotten out of it is learning something about flavors, about comparisons. We've taken the same grape from two different regions and seen that it can taste quite different depending on where it's grown and how the winemaker treats it. We've learned that we can enjoy the flavors. We can enjoy experimenting. I really want to go away from here right now and take both of these glasses and put it with what's left of my red sauce and that's going to really make both of these explode. So I would encourage you to do this experiment yourself. Have fun. Take 2 wines, put them against each other in your own little wine war. Get some food, have some other friends over to enjoy this with you. Have your own little wine war, and please let me know how things turn out. Cheers.